Hello everyone, welcome all of you back to the English for All workshop, the English communication skills development program that will help you enhance your English communication, especially with speaking skills. Today's topic is about stress, word stress, sentence stress, and intonation. When we talk about stress, it means that we give a weight to a syllable in a word. Before we doing that, we have to understand the word syllable. For example, the word Thailand, we have two syllables. Thailand, two syllables. So today we're going to study the rules about how to stress in a word and how to stress in a sentence. The first rule is that you can stress only once in a word, no matter how long it is. The second rule is that only vowels can be stressed, not the consonants. The vowels in Thai is called sara. Consonants in Thai is called payanchana. So we only stress on vowels or sara. If we compare it to Thai language, in Thai, we don't stress at all. We give the weight to every word equally. For example, I would like to say ผมจะไปโรงเรียน So every word ผมจะไปโรงเรียน we give the weight equally to every word. But not in English. In English, we stress on some syllables. We stress on some word. So today we're going to learn about that. So let's start with nouns and adjective. For two syllables nouns and two syllables adjective, we stress on the first syllable. For example, China, table, or adjectives like slender, clever, happy. You hear that I focus on the first syllable, and the second one is barely hearing it. So remember, every time you see two syllables, nouns and adjective, you stress on the first syllable. Now, for two syllable words, we will stress on the second syllable. For example, to decide, to begin. Now let's pick up some word that we can use both as a noun or as a word. For example, the word export. If I say export, I stress on the first one, so it is a noun. But if I say export or to export, I stress on the second syllable. Now it becomes a verb. Let's take another example. Record. Record. This is a noun. It means the vinyl records or the CD record. But if I say to record, that is a verb because I stress on the second syllable. To record. Now we move on to the next one. When words ending with IC or like the sound ik or tion, shun in English, we stress on the second syllables from the end. For example, graphic. Graphic, the end is fic, right? The second to the end is graph, so we stress on graph. Graphic. Or geographic, so we stress on the second to the end, geographic. Geographic. Or the word photographic. Photographic. We stress on the second before the end. And how about the word tion or sion? We stress on the second to the end. For example, television. 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 Information. Now we move on to the next type, which ended with cy, ty, gy, something like e sound at the end. Now we have to stress on the third syllable from the end. So we count from the end of a word to the third one and we pronounce it. For example, the word democracy, we are not going to read as democracy. We are going to read as democracy, democracy. Dependability, dependability, dependability. So now you understand the brief concept of stress in a word. Now we move on to the sentence stress. I give you the sentence here. How are you going to read it? The first one we're going to read as the beautiful mountain appeared transfixed in a distance. The beautiful mountain appeared transfixed in a distance. Can you read that? So which one we're going to stress? So what is the rules for the sentence stress? In sentence stress, we only stress on noun, verb, adjective, and adverbs. Nouns, verbs, adjectives, and adverbs because they are very important for giving an information. For other words like article, a and the, or is, am, are, or any other word, actually even we don't speak it loudly, people can understand. So we only stress on noun, verb, adjective, and adverb. So for this sentence, the beautiful mountain appeared transfixed in the distance. The, we are not going to stress, so we stress on mountain, appeared, appear is a verb, right? So we stress on appeared. Appeared. Transfixed is an adverb, so we stress on the adverb. In, do we stress on in? No. The, do we stress on the? No. Distance. Distance, we stress on the word distance. Distance is a noun, two-syllable noun, so we stress on the first syllable, distance. So for this sentence, we stress on beautiful mountain appeared transfixed distance. So we read as the beautiful mountain appeared transfixed in the distance. The beautiful mountain appeared transfixed in the distance. So for the word that you don't stress, you can keep it next to the word you stress. For example, the beautiful, we're not going to read as the beautiful, we read as the beautiful, the beautiful. And the word in the distance, in the distance, we read as in the distance, in the distance, in the distance. Now, you can read this word with 5 stresses in a sentence. So it is about 5 seconds that you have to read this sentence. Now let's see the next one. How are you going to read it? He can come on Sundays as long as he doesn't have to do any homework in the evening. How many places you are going to stress? Are you going to stress on the word he? No. Why? Because he is a pronoun, not a noun. We already know who we are talking about in the story, so we don't stress on pronouns. Can come, we stress on come, right? On Sundays, we stress on Sundays because it's an adverb of time. Without telling the time, without stress on the time, people might not get your information correctly. So we stress on time. Sundays, as long as, do we stress on that? No. He doesn't. In some of the book, they say that we also stress on the negative form. So people will get your message that it is a negative. Doesn't have to do any homework. We stress on homework, right? Because it's a noun. In the evening. In the evening, do we stress on in? No. The? No. Evening? Yes. It's an adverb of time. The word evening can be both adverb of time and it can be a noun. So we stress on the first syllable. Eve. Evening. Evening. So this sentence we stress on come, Sundays, doesn't, homework, evening. I repeat myself again. In this sentence we stress come, Sundays, doesn't, homework, evening. So we stress on 5 words like the first sentence. Even this sentence is 30% longer than the first one, but we read it with equal time. 5 stresses, so 5 seconds. We read as he can come on Sundays as long as he doesn't have to do any homework in the evening. He can come on Sundays as long as he doesn't have to do any homework in the evening. Now, do you get it? In a sentence, we stress only some word that will help you speak English better. So we stress on nouns, verbs, adjectives, and adverbs. So you can practice by yourself. For example, if you are reading the newspaper, if you are doing your homework, you can use your pen or pencil to circle or underline the word that you can stress and then practice reading English correctly. I hope this lesson will help you to have fun in practicing English speaking. Thank you very much everyone for your attention in joining my workshop today, and then see you later. Bye.